Hi class, welcome to your 5th week. Last week we went over some of the basics of writing. This week we're going to really dive into some of the fundamentals of editing. I know this class says writing for digital media, but editing and writing are so intertwined that it's a really important skill to learn. And something else that I really want to emphasize this week is the skill of giving constructive feedback and also receiving constructive feedback. One of the ways that my writing has grown is by giving and getting feedback. So you can learn by giving constructive feedback to other people, trying to figure out where other people's writing can improve, what's going wrong, where is it awkward, not just reading it through and saying, good job, I liked this. That can also help your own writing. So let me get into what you are actually going to be doing this week. You are going to be reading your next chapter of your book. Make sure that you read it. If anyone's still having trouble finding their book, please let me know ASAP, because I think it's clear by now that we will be using it. Have that chapter read before you do your quiz. You're going to have another quiz this week based off of the chapter. And you're also going to have a short lesson. It's shorter than most of the lessons this semester. It's just 3 videos on digital editing. Okay, and then once you do that, you're going to have a discussion board, and it's going to be a little bit different this week. I'm going to ask you to click on a link, and it's going to take you to a story that's staff recommendations. And this story is one that was invented by me, and it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of editing. There's a lot of things wrong. I want you to look at it and look for things like, it can be things like font choice or consistency of voice, or it can be, explicit, spelling errors or grammar mistakes. I want you to read through it, find as many mistakes as you can, and then I want you to post on your discussion board. Your original post should be 3 mistakes, 1, 2, 3, that you found, specific mistakes, not just like this person should write more with the active voice or something like that. I want you to point out a sentence which is in the passive voice. You know what I mean? So I want you to pick out specific mistakes, and then I want you to tell me how you correct them. It can be as simple as this word was misspelled, this is how you spell it, right? Or you can restructure a sentence, a paragraph, or you can suggest a different font choice or something like that. Okay, so 3 mistakes, 3 explanations of how you'd fix them. And then when you are done with that for your reply posts, I want you to comment on other people's constructive criticism. Say, do you think that what they identified was really a mistake? Are they over editing? Are they overworking the other person? Or do you agree with how they're editing? Or do you think there's an even better way to fix a mistake? So that's going to be the discussion board for this week, to try to get you to practice constructive criticism and also practice editing, digital editing, looking for the details. Which is going to be important for your final project, which you won't be assigned for a while, but these skills are going to become really important and ingrained in how I grade those final projects. So those are the main things that are due this week. I also want you to get started on your list story, your listicle. Make sure that you are doing research, that you are outlining, that you are doing all the pre-planning and all the work that needs to go in before you're writing this story. I really want to see these be polished. I want to see them be good, solid stories.